Hi everyone, today we're going to be creating a three-dimensional beach ball. So that means we're going to have a colorful beach ball that doesn't just look flat on the page, it will look like a real ball coming out of the page. So you need any coloring materials you have. If you would like to use watercolor, you're welcome to do that later in the steps. And salt if you have it, just some table salt if you want to watercolor. So the first step is I'm going to find something circular. So I just have this circle cap. You could use a bowl or a plate or any sort of lid, and make sure you get permission before you use that. And one of your coloring materials, if you want a marker or a crayon or oil pastel. So I'm just taking one of my oil pastels. I'm going to hold my circle in the middle, and I'm going to trace all around my circle. I'm making sure to hold really tightly and get around my entire circle. So once I lift it up, I'll have a perfect circle in the middle of my page. The second step is you're going to find a little bit smaller of a circle. So I have this little crayon sharpener, but you guys could again find a small lid or a small eraser in the shape of a circle or anything you have at home. So I'm just going to hold this, not in the middle of my page, but slightly to the right, and I am going to create my next circle. So I'm going to hold down my small circle really tightly, and I am going to create a second circle. So it right now is a circle within a circle. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to make lines that go from one side all the way across my page, but we're not going to draw in the middle of my little circle. So I'll show you. We're making a curved line. It's kind of like a mini rainbow. A curved line that's going all the way across, stops at my little circle, and I continue on the other side. I'm going to do that again. So up here, I'm making a slightly curved line, and I'm going to come across and continue it. And lastly, I'm going to make another line down here. It's going to curve, stop at my little circle, and continue across. And the next step is a lot of fun because you can choose whatever colors you're coloring your beach ball. So I'm just going to color mine in different colors on each of the sections of my beach ball. So it kind of has stripes, and we can choose whatever colors we want to use. So on the interior, I could do blue and white stripes. I could do blue, then green, then pink, then yellow. So I'm going to color my whole beach ball. I would love it to be very colorful because when you're at the beach, you see a lot of colorful beach balls that people can play with, or at the pool. So I'm going to make sure I color in every single stripe. Oops. And I'm almost done. I'm just going to do 2 more panels. You're welcome to do stripes, like I said, and do one color, then a white, then another color, then white. But I'm doing the whole beach ball, all sorts of colors. And the next step you're going to do is watercolor around your beach ball, or color, and create the illusion that it's in water of some sort. So it could be the sea, it could be a pool, it could be a pond, it could be a lake, it could be any sort of water that you might have visited yourself. It was really hot last week, so maybe some of you were able to go to the beach. Okay, so now that I'm done coloring my beach ball, I am going to use watercolor to color around my ball. So I am going to take watercolors, a cup of water and a brush, and I'm going to just dip it in whatever colors I want my water to be. It can be light blues, dark blues, and color my surrounding paper. So I'm able to just dip my brush in the water, lightly dip it in my watercolor. We don't want to scoop it out, we just want to lightly dip it in and color all around my beach ball. So we're going to color our whole page. And if you have salt at home, you can create a really pretty pattern if you add salt on top of your watercolor. So I will show you guys. I'm almost done. Okay, so now that I'm finished watercoloring, I'm going to open my little salt container. I'm just gonna put a little bit in my hand to show you guys. It's just regular table salt. And all I'm gonna do is sprinkle it on my paper. And you can kind of see already, I'm just taking a little bit like I'm cooking and I'm sprinkling it on. You can kind of see already before it even dries how it creates a very cool bubbled look. It looks like this is maybe a pool of bubbles and it's splashing. So you have to make sure your paper is wet when you do this. You can't wait for it to dry first and then do it. You have to do it right after you use your watercolors. So then we're going to let this dry and we'll wipe off some of the salt and it will have a really cool bubble effect.